So we will do the section A of the last year papers 2024, 23, 19, 18 and 17 that we will complete, and I will go with the flow, will not take too much time in any question. Okay. So the first question is,
Okay.
consider the below picture and choose the correct statement from the following. From the polygon, I'm creating these different structures, right? All these are the polygons. So these are the forms of a polygon. One entity is having the many forms. One entity is having the many forms. So name itself is saying polygon. So that is a polymorphism. Basically, this is a polymorphism. Here from the polygon class, I am creating the different subclasses. So all these are the childs of that classes. All these are of the childs of these classes, right? So okay, they are asking this question a different way, not in a polymorphism way. See, polygon is the object and the pictures are the classes. No,
No,
polygon is
no.
class and the pictures are the object. Yes, this is the right. So what is a class? Basically, class is a factory of an object. Class is a template. Class is a template. Like I'm creating the student class. So student is a template, and from that class I can create the Rahul as a student, Ravi as a student, Kranti as a student, right? So all
Yes.
those are the objects. Now this is a class. Polygon is a class, and from that I have created the triangle, rectangle, right? So these are the objects. These are the objects. So basically, by using the class, I can create the object as many as I want. So you can say the class is the factory of the objects. Class is the factory of the objects, or class you can say is a working as a template, or class is working as a blueprint also for creating the object. So right answer is polygon is the class and pictures are the objects. Right. So this is the right answer. Coming to the question number second, x equals to 98, and you are converting this x into a corresponding character. So in one question only, I will tell you the few of the things. By using that, you can solve other questions also. First of all, before solving this particular question, we can see like I am changing this x means integer into a character. So which type of conversion is this? This is explicit.
Explicit, explicit.
This is the explicit. Why explicit? Because explicitly I am mentioning that I want to this convert this thing into character. If I will not mention and it is automatically converting by the compiler, then this thing is known as an implicit. But here I am explicitly
Explicit, yes.
mentioning that yes, I want to convert this into a character. Means 98. Now you know 97 is a small a, right? So
A.
98 is a small b. 98 is a small b. ASCII value of small a is 97. ASCII value of small a is 97. So the answer here will be small b. 98. 98 will be small b. Right. So I'm telling you the ASCII values also. Small a will have the ASCII value 97. Capital A will have the ASCII value 65. Right. So you just have to remember this thing, and for B, C, D, you have to calculate in the same way. Like small b is having 98, small c is having 99 in this order. So you just have to remember this thing. Small a
Yes.
97, capital A 65. Right. So many questions you will do by using this only. Concentration dot index of T. Now, because they are asking the index of T, so you will always consider the first T.
First index.
Because here
First index.
we are having the 2T, but we will consider the first T only. So C is starting from 0, then 1,
0,
then 2, then 3, then
3,
4, 5, 6.
6.
So T is at 6th place. So answer is 6. Answer is 6. If they will ask last index of, then you have to tell the this index T, right? Okay, so see, they have written this thing concentration, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So answer is 6. But if they will ask last index of T, then answer will be 9. Then answer will be 9, right? The access specifier that gives least accessibility. So the least accessibility given by the
Protected. Private.
private, right? Most
Yes, sir.
accessibility given by the public. The highest
Public.
accessibility you will give by the public. Least accessibility you will get by the private. And protected is the middle of
Protected middle.
right. Is basically uh, the members of the protected class. If anything is protected, that can be accessed in the same class or between the subclasses. Means if anything is a protected in a parent class, so that can be accessed in that parent class also and their child classes also, right? Public means anywhere can access, anyone can access. Private means that class only can access, right? Wherever you have declared the member as a private, now that class only can access that member, right? Means that is specific to that class only. Public is means any class can access. Protected means only that class and their child class. Right? The output of the statement talent dot compared to genus. So compared to function works character by character. Compared to function
Yes.
works character by character means first of all it will compare T with G. So,
T minus G. Yes.
so basically T and G is not equal, right? So it will give you the difference of the
Yes.
ASCII value of T minus G. So you just have to know the ASCII values of T and G. Even if you don't know, means let's suppose you forgot the ASCII values of T minus G. So don't worry. Just see like how many characters are between T and G means at which place at T, at which place at G. A, B,
Uh,
C, D, E, F, G. G is seventh place, right? So you can write 7. Minus T is at which place? A, B, C,
20.
20.
20. Yes, sir. 20.
If 20, then 20 minus 7, 13 will come, right? But you have to write the ASCII values, yes. But if you forget, you can do that class, do that question in this way also, right? See here, ASCII value of T is 116, ASCII value of G is 103. I told you the ASCII value of small a 97. In that way, you can calculate the other values also. So here 116 minus 103, 30. Right. So compared to function works character by character, it will check character with another character. If both are equal, then it will move to the another character. If the characters are not equal, then it will give you the difference of the ASCII values. Right. Which of the following is an escape sequence character in Java? So escape sequence now you will use this one, right? So be careful. This question came in the 2023 year paper also. Okay, this is 2023 only, I guess. So see, this one you will use, not this one, right? Not this one.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is not the escape sequence. If this will be used, this is escape sequence. This is escape sequence. This is for getting the one tab distance. Tab distance. This is for new line.
Yes.
Right?
New
So
line. Yes.
T is for generating the space. So this is the answer. Second one. Second one. Right. Otherwise, they have used the different this one. So that are not correct. A greater than B and A B greater than C, then largest number is. So A is greater than B and B is greater than C.
A is
So
the A
basically
is
A
the
is the greatest now. You can write this thing
yes.
in this way also. A is greater than B and greater than C. You can write this thing in consolidated way also. So A is the largest, C is the smallest. If they will ask smallest, then C is the smallest. If they will ask the largest, A is the largest. Right?
Yes, sir.
What is the output of mat.ceiling 5.4, mat.ceiling 4.5? So I am again revising. Ceiling function will give you the always the
Plus
top
by
value.
11.0.
5.5 will be
Yes, sir.
converted into a 6.0 and 4.5 will be converted into a 5.0. So the answer will be 6.0
5.
plus 5.11. So ceiling function
11
will
point.
be always converted into a highest one, right? This is the ceiling function
Great.
is there and
Yes.
you want to convert 4.1. 4.1 will be converted into 5.0. Right?
Yes.
4.3 will also be converted into 5.0. 2.2 will also be converted into 3.0. Means the highest one because ceiling is at the top now. It's a top of top at your top side. So ceiling will always give you the highest high integer. So and floor will always give you the less integer. So if I will convert this 4.1 into a floor, so it will be converted into a 4.0. If I will do the flooring of this, it will be converted into 4.0. If I will do the flooring of this, it will be converted into 2.0. If I will convert the flooring of 2.9 also, that will also be converted into, right? So flooring will give you the lower integer and the ceiling will give you the high integer, right? So answer is 11.
So, sir, just a second. So my mom, I need to give my mom my her phone. It's ringing. So just a second.
Yeah. So what is the method to check whether a character is letter or digit? Means you have to check whether can be character can be letter also or digit also. So the same function is letter or digit, is letter or digit. So be careful whenever like you are writing these things is letter or digit. So you have to check the character now. So character will be the argument. So this is your right answer. Now means whenever you are writing any function name, so first word will be in small. Then if any word is coming, you have to write the first word in caps. Right? Is letter. L will be in capital, or O will be in capital. Then digit D will be in capital. Camel case is letter or digit. Is letter or digit. So because you are accepting the character, so character will be your input. So is letter or digit character? This will be your right answer. Right answer. Then the extension of Java source code means whenever you are writing any Java file, na, the extension of that file should be the .java. Means generally we are writing whatever the code we are writing. If we will save that file, we will save that file with extension .java, right? So
Yes,
let's
sir.
suppose I'm writing the prime number program. So I will save that file with prime.java, right? So the extension of source code file is .java. The number of bytes occupied by character array of 4 rows and 3 columns, right? So you should know the size of the character. Character is having the 2 byte size. Character is having the 2 byte size. Now they are asking 4 rows and 3 columns. There are 4 rows and 3 columns. So means the total
Well,
character will be 4 into 3, 12 character. There are total 12 character. 4 rows, 3 columns. So total there are 12 characters. So each is having 2 byte size. So 12 into 2, 24. So the answer will be 24. Which of the following data type cannot be used with the switch case? Now, this is a very important question. Okay. Now they are asking this question means again and again. So in switch case, now you can use the integer, you can use the character, you can use the string also, integer, character, string in switch case. Like you are writing case one, so you can write case one. You can write case A. You can write case A, B, C also string, right? But you cannot write case 2.3 means double you cannot use double or float you cannot use in a switch case. Double or float you cannot use in a switch case. So be careful about this thing, and that difference you can write in the, they are asking the question on difference between if else and switch. So if else works for any data type, right? But switch
yes,
works do not work for a double and float, right? So that is one difference between if else and switch, right? So reason the it will not work for double and float. Okay, they have written double and float. I already told you this thing. So it will work for integer, it will work for character, it will work for string also. Which of the following are entry control loops? So in for and while, first before executing the loop body, we first check the condition. In for and while loop, before executing the loop body, we first check the condition. So these are the entry control loop. Means at entry only, I'm checking the condition. But in do while loop, I first of all I will execute the body. After then I will check the condition. So do while is an exit control loop. Do while is a exit control because first of all I am executing the body. After then I am going to check the condition whether the condition is true or not. But in for and while, first of all I will check the condition. Then only I will execute the condition. Means if the condition is true, then only I will execute the body. So for while is entry control loop, do while is exit control loop, and switch is not a loop. Switch is not a loop, right? Method which reverses a given number is okay. If we are reversing a given number, so is this a pure method or impure method? That I will tell you means in details how you have to do this type of question. But yes, pure methods are the methods which are doing some type of manipulation. Impure methods are the methods that are not doing, sorry, pure methods are the method which are not doing any manipulation, right? That's why this is a pure. Impure methods are methods that are doing some kind of manipulation. Now method which reverses a given number is a pure method because uh, for that I have to tell something call by value, call by reference things. Then only you will understand this question. But as of now, you can remember this thing. That method which reverses a given number is a pure method. In the name of the class is yellow, what can be the possible name for its constructor? So constructor is a special function which is having the same name as the name of the class. So whatever the class name, that name only you can use for the constructor. If the class name is yellow, the same as it is name you will use for the constructor. So constructor will also have the same name, right? So all these three options is not right. Yellow. Constructor is the special function which is having the same name as the name of the class. and you do not need to call the constructor. It will be called automatically whenever you will create the object of the class. जब आप ऑब्जेक्ट करोगे क्रिएट क्लास का तब आपका कंस्ट्रक्टर ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल हो जाएगा. Invoking a
Yes.
method by passing an object of a class is termed as a call by reference. Now you can call the methods in two ways. Let's suppose you have declared one method, some method, teaser a method you have created, right? Now this is the definition of that method. Now you are calling this method. Now you are calling this method, right? So you can call this method by using the two ways. First is call by value. Second is call by reference. I'm just giving you the brief of that. I will tell you this thing in detail also, but here I am giving you the brief. I can call this method by using the two ways, call by value and call by reference. When it will be the call by value and when it will be the call by reference. When you are passing the primitive data types means integer, float, character, boolean, the data types that are defined by your compiler. Whenever you're passing these things, generally then this is a call by value. But when you are passing the class, object, array, these are not primitive data types. These are the data types defined by you. Then this is a call by reference. So what they are asking, invoking a method, invoking means calling a method by passing the object of the class. You are passing the object. So whenever you will pass the object or array, then this will be known as a call by reference. So answer will be a call by reference. I will tell you this thing in detail also what is exactly happening in call by value and what is exactly happening in call by reference. But yes, call by value when you're passing integer, float, double. Call by reference when you're passing the array and object, right? The correct statement to create an object named mango of a class fruit. Mango, okay, you have to create the object name is mango and class name is fruit. Class name is fruit. So first, so what is the syntax? First of all, you will write the class name, then
Yes.
you will write the object name, then you will write new, and then again you will write the class name. Okay, this is the syntax. Now, what is the class name? Class name is fruit. Fruit. What is the object name? Object name is mango. So fruit mango equal to new. What is the class name? Fruit. So this is your answer. Fruit mango. Where they have written fruit mango new fruit. Second one is your answer. Second one is your answer. Right. Now, static method can access static and instance variable. Okay. Static variable can be accessed only by static method. Okay, both these things are false. Okay, static method can access only static variables, not instance variables. Static methods can only access static variables. So this is the right. Static variable can be accessed only by static method. Static variable can be accessed by both static and non-static methods. So this is also wrong. This is also wrong. Now again, probably you are not having the idea of static and instance variable that I will explain
Yes.
in you the examples details. But okay, I'm just giving you a brief idea about static and instance variable. Let's suppose you are creating a one class student. This is a class student, and I'm asking you to create a few variables in this class. Let's suppose you are creating integer roll number, right? This is a one variable that you have declared. This is known as an instance variable. Why? Let's suppose now we are creating the object of this class student class, you are creating the object. Let's suppose one object you are creating the Rahul is one object. Kranti is one object. RN is one object. Right. So each and every object will have the different value for the roll number, right? Rahul is having the roll number 1, Kranti is having the roll number 2, RN is having the roll number 3. So instance variable are the variables which are having the different instances for each and every object, right? So because you created the three objects, for all three objects, roll number can be anything, right? So that's why this is known as an instance variable, because instance for this variable according to the object, each object is having the different instance, right? But if you will put static before anything, let's suppose I'm creating another variable static teaser and I'm writing counter. Now this static variable, this is a static variable. When I put the static word before that variable, then this is a static variable. What is the special about this variable now? This variable is now binded with the class. This variable is now binded with the class. It is no more binded with the objects. What is the meaning of this? Because now you cannot create the different instance of this counter variable. But let's suppose your counter value is 5. So it will be 5 for Rahul also, for Kranti also, for Aryan also, right? It will not have the different instances for each object, right? So that is a static.
Okay.
That is a static variable. Means now you cannot access this counter variable with the name of these objects, right? This you can directly access like counter. You can write counter and you can directly access that variable. Okay. I hope like somehow I cleared you. Instance variable are the variables that are basically depends on the object. Each object can have the different values for the instance variable. These are the instance variable. If you will use the static word before the any of the instance variable, then this is known as a static variable, and this will also is known as a class variable. Also, you can say this is a class variable. Why class variable? Because now this value is attached with the class. Means for student class, counter can have the one value only. For student class, counter can have the one value also only. But for roll number, you can have the different values according to the object. Okay. I will explain you this thing in
Yes.
practical way. Okay, then you will understand that how this thing is actually happening. What is the output of the Java byte code given below? So there is a one array, colored array, and values are blue, red, and violet. Okay, and blue is at zeroth place, red is at first place, violet is at second place. So they are asking color two. Color two means violet. So the answer will be color 2 is violet. Dot length. They are asking the length of this. So how many characters are there? That will be the length. So there are 6 characters in violet. So answer will be 6. Answer will be 6. So this is the right answer. Right. Which of the following mathematical methods returns only an integer? Which methods will return you the integer? This is a very favorite questions of the examiner, and high chances that this question will come in your exam. When you will do the ceiling of anything, now you will write. Let's suppose see, you are doing the. I'm taking the one example. Let's suppose I'm having a 4.3. Okay, if I will do the ceiling of 4.3, I will get 5.0. If I will do the flooring of 4.3, I will get the result as a 4.0. So I'm writing the values in a double, right? 5.0. So it will return you the double thing. So you have to write the answer in a point zero form, right? So if you will do the square root of the 16, you will not write square root of 16 as 4. You will write 4 because all these three functions will return you the double as the data type, will return you the double value. So you have to always write point zero, point zero, point zero. But when we are doing the rounding, let's suppose I'm doing the rounding of 4.3 only. 4.3 rounding, round function will work as you do in the maths. So 4.3 rounding will be 4.0. 4.0, sorry, here it will give you the integer value only. So the answer will be 4, not 4.0. Answer will be 4. Because round function will give you the integer as a return value. Integer as a return value. So which function is returning the integer? They are asking. Which of the following mathematical method returns only an integer? Which round? Round function will give you the return as a integer value. But these all three function will give you the double as a return data type. Double as a return data type. But here you will get integer as a return, right? Oh, write Java expression for the a plus b, a square plus b square. What is the meaning of this? That you want a absolute value. A plus b, you want a absolute value, means you want always positive value. So this a plus b you will put in the absolute, that mat dot absolute a plus b, because you always want positive value only. Absolute function will always give you the positive value. If you will pass -3 in the absolute function, you will get a 3. Right? So and here you are doing the mat dot square root a square plus b square. So mat dot square root, there is no need to write for square. There is no need to write mat dot power a2, mat dot power b2. Simply you can write that thing also like a into a plus b into b, right? So mat dot square root a into a plus b. Otherwise, you can write in this way also. Okay. So this is the expression you are writing in a mathematical way, in a Java way. In this way, you will. Okay. Now we have completed the question number one. In question number one, so basically in your section A, basically in section A, you will find 20 MCQs question. Each is having the 1 marks. Total is 20 marks. And 10 you will find the output based question generally. Each is having the 2 marks. So 10 into 2. Here also you will get the 20. So 20 plus 20 total marks. This is the section A. This is the section A. Section A first question. Now we will do this section A second question.